There's a whole story hiding behind a simple price tag. It's kind of wild. Today, we're going to peel back that sticker and follow the secret journey a price takes, from the manufacturer all the way to the shelf.
I mean, think about it. The last time you were in a store, right? You pick something up, you see the price, and you've probably wondered, how in the world did they come up with that exact number? Well, let me tell you, it is definitely not random. It's a very, very calculated story.
And right at the heart of that story are two really key forces: markup and markdown. You can think of it like this. Markup is the price going up to build profit, and markdown, that's the price going down to make a sale. They're basically two sides of the same coin, and once you get them, you'll totally get how retail really works.
All right, so first up, let's follow the path uphill. We're going to start with markup. This is all about how a business builds a price from the ground up, not just to survive, but really to thrive.
Okay, so every single product's pricing journey has a starting line, and that's its cost price. This is the absolute baseline. It's what the store owner has to pay the supplier just to get that item in the door.
So let's picture a small toy store. The owner finds this really cool new toy, right? And they buy it from the manufacturer for $10. That $10, that's our starting point. That's the cost price.
Now, obviously, the store can't just turn around and sell that toy for the same $10 they paid for it. I mean, they've got rent, electricity, employees to pay, all that stuff. And that's exactly where the markup comes in. It's that crucial amount they add on top to cover all those expenses and, hopefully make a little profit.
So, let's say the owner decides on a 30% markup. The math here is pretty simple. 30% of that $10 cost is $3. So that $3 is the markup that gets added right on top. And when you take that original cost and add the markup, what you get is the final number you actually see on the shelf. That's the selling price. And boom, there you have it. The $10 cost plus that $3 markup equals a $13 selling price. That is the number on the tag. It's the final stop on this toy's journey up to profitability.
And look, this isn't just about grabbing cash for the sake of it. Markups are literally the lifeblood of a business. They're what pay the bills, what pay the employees, what funds future growth, and what allows the business to stay in the game at all.
But of course, what goes up, well, it sometimes has to come down, right? And that brings us to the other side of the pricing coin, the markdown. This is all about the art and science of strategically lowering a price. Okay, so now let's imagine a clothing store. It's the end of winter, and they've got this awesome, cozy sweater that's been selling for its original price of $40. But the weather's starting to warm up, so demand is about to take a nosedive.
So to keep that sweater moving off the shelves, the store is going to use a markdown. It's a totally deliberate price drop designed to make a product way more attractive, especially when it's time to clear out old stuff.
The store decides to go with a 25% markdown, so a quarter of that $40 price is $10. That means they're going to slash $10 whole off the original price tag. So $40 minus that $10 markdown, and the new sale price is $30. And suddenly, that sweater has a much, much better chance of finding a home before next winter rolls around.
And it's really important to get this. Markdowns are not a sign of failure. Not at all. They're actually a super powerful strategy. It's how stores pull you in with a fantastic deal, how they clear the racks for new products, and honestly, how they build goodwill and keep you coming back as a happy customer. Okay, so we've seen the mechanics of how it all works, but there's a much bigger picture here. This isn't just about math. It's about doing business the right way, responsibly, and building trust.
And this really gets to the heart of what responsible pricing is all about. It's not about just jacking up prices to the absolute max, and it's not about recklessly slashing them either. It's all about finding that perfect sweet spot, where the price feels fair to you, the customer, but it also keeps the business healthy enough to stick around.
And when businesses get this right, the benefits are just huge. It starts a chain reaction, really. Customers feel like they're being treated fairly, and that builds trust. That trust builds a great reputation. And all of that together, it creates a positive, sustainable business that can actually last. So now you have the inside scoop. The next time you see a 50% off tag, what story is it really telling you? Is it the end of a markups journey designed to keep a business thriving? Or is it the beginning of a markdown story, making way for something new? Now you know that little tag is way more than just a number. It's the final chapter in a really fascinating story.